All right. I want to show you guys today how to use Adobe Illustrator. So I just opened up Adobe Illustrator. I have a document that a student has drawn that I'm going to pull up here in document.jpg to show you. And this person drew this on actually lined paper and then scanned it using the scanner. And so I double click on it to open it, and this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do is show you kind of how to take something like this that you've scanned and make it into a computer type image. It's preferred that you don't use the line paper, but if you can, if you use it, that's fine. So all I do is click on the selector tool, select on the image, and right away live trace comes up here. And I'm going to go down here. Now these are all the different things you can do from this. The default is a simple trace, so I'll just do a simple trace here to the default, and I'll show you what that looks like. Notice how it didn't pick up a lot of the shadings. So I'm going to go Control Z to undo that. Now I'll show you what I think is kind of better for a lot of the hand drawings. If you do a hand-drawn sketch or a detail illustration, that's good, but I prefer comic art. And comic art picks up a lot of those little lines that a lot of you guys like to do, and see how it really cleans that up and goes from there. Now, I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to show you what it looks like if I do the default is simple trace to show you a tool. So notice how it didn't pick up much. So I'm going to go up here to threshold, click on that, and it's at 120 right now, and I'm going to move it up to say 145. Click on the image, and then what it's going to do is rescan it, picking up more of that area. And so I can move this up to maybe, let's go to 190, and click on that, and it picks up a lot more of that area. And so that's another way to go ahead and do that. And so we're going to just do that simple trace, and we're going to be done and good for there. Okay, so now if I click on that image, you'll notice at the top it has live paint. That allows me to paint it. So I'm going to click on live paint, and it'll make it a live paint image. It adds all these little lines here, which are kind of essentially computerized lines. Now, under Live Paint, you can erase and do all those fun things. And so I'll show you here. I'll click off of it to get rid of those lines. Click on the photo bucket or the paint bucket. Go over here to colors. I'm going to go to my swatch, and I'm just going to choose a color book. Let's just go to a basic RGB and click on a color here. Give me a good color. I like the foods, and we'll go ice cream. All right. So under ice cream, I'm going to click on this pink and click right here, and it's going to fill in a lot of that area. But notice how it colors up that table, and I don't want that table to be colored up. And so I'm going to go Control Z to undo that. And I'm going to click back on this document so all those fun little lines come up. Okay, so again here, click on it. Okay, now I'm going to go to Object, Live Paint, and Gap Options. It's going to fill in a lot of those gaps. And so I hit Gap Detection. And right away, what it'll do is it'll select any of those gaps that I had in there and give that red color. See all those red gaps? So this is small. So if I click it down to large, notice how it's going to select more of those areas and give me more reds. Okay? And if I do it for medium, it'll do that medium. So I'm going to try medium gaps. It fills in some of those over there that I think I need to fill in. And I hit Close Gaps with Path. It'll close those gaps. And then I'm done. Okay, good to go. And I can go back to that paint bucket. I have that same pink. And I click on it, and notice how, oops, click on that pink, fill that area, and it just fills in that outside area. And then I can go ahead and make that table a brown kind of color from there, just like that. Okay, I can give her a nice green dress. Okay, just like that. And that's how you go ahead and play with Live Trace. It's a pretty cool little, or Illustrator, it's a pretty cool little program. It'll allow you to do a lot of stuff that could be really good and helpful for you. And it's something that you'll have to use for this current project. So good luck with it. Enjoy. Have fun.